nobody knows it. Let me know where we go, nobody knows it. For a lifetime, you my lifeline, you my inspiration. Every time my nigga write rhymes, can't hide it, your energy is
What's good? It's your boy Luke Jones, aka Big Glow. First episode of Glow Plug TV, you know. So we sitting here with my man, Namialus Validity, aka S. around here in the 2K. I apologize in the 2-6, my bad. Man, how you been, bro?
Been good, bro.
Been good, kinfolk. It's been a long time, damn, it's been a long time since, been trying to get this, everything set up and, definitely talk, because I feel like, how could I say? I feel like you probably not to say, I don't be trying to rag on nobody right now, but I do feel like you're the most fulfilled artist around here in Fayetteville,
I appreciate it.
Like, for real, because, you literally can do everything, my nigga. I know you write, you produce, you do pretty much, I ain't gonna stunt, when I tell people you how could I say, you like a J. Cole type person, you feel me? Because, you literally, can do everything.
That's an honest, prepared code.
Yeah, for real, especially when we first met in the borough and shit, I was definitely hey, shout out Reese, too. Yeah, that's the homie,
Reese got
and Cooley, definitely, shout out all them,
Be cool, what's up, bro?
And you was, real quiet and shit, and I was like, damn, bro, but he told me, he was like, hey, you rap.
Yeah.
And that's when I heard One of the Blues. To this day, I still feel like you
Carolina,
I feel like you can still drop that shit. That shit, you can drop that shit today, I'm telling you, in the wintertime, that shit's still dope.
I made that beat to that song too, Beat was fire though.
Yeah, the beat was real dope. That shit was, the whole concept of the song, that's why I still say you drop that bitch now and then.
Yeah, I was talking about that mixtape, somebody, I think it was my homeboy B Clips, I was recording with him last night, and I was my production was I'm not saying it was better, just it was more free.
Yeah.
My production way more mature now, but you know what I'm saying?
See, you can tell that though. See, that's what I'm saying, especially, that's what I'm saying, in Proud Family, alright, so, especially question, because the 10 green lights, tell me about the whole concept, because I know you got part 2 coming out right now.
I had made that was my first time doing a project after 4 years, so much had happened in between. You a favorite artist, the most thing they go through is consistency.
Yeah.
And I was damn, I said, bro, goddamn, I'm becoming the same. I'm becoming the same, anything, all the niggas I rock with that make music is I kind of became the same thing that not being consistent, you niggas be good. And then when niggas have I don't really be on Facebook though, but when niggas oh, this artist is good, they'll start bringing them artists that ain't make music consistently in 3-4 years, but everybody know they're good artists.
That's true.
But it's they don't be making music consistently, and I just felt with 10 Green Lights, I was yo, it was 10 Green Lights, bro, ain't no stopping though, bro, you know what I'm saying, as far as on the road of life, niggas just gonna keep going. And, you run into 10 Green Lights, that's pure luck, because that's hard to happen. You had to be on Ramsey Street or something.
Yeah, that's true though, for real. That's true.
The north side all down to the east side, you know what I'm saying? So it was just once I started making that, it was just I'm a goddamn, no stopping, no brakes, all green lights, no stopping.
See, I love that concept.
Because I feel a lot of niggas in Fayetteville, they got the talent. It's man, all of us, man, was once we started realizing to get serious, some niggas probably, man, they had a nigga J. Cole blow up, that's all they would took to get motivated, niggas, we had J. Cole, we still, was kind of playing around with the music, far as, not being consistent, not finding, new ways to market themselves, doing different stuff outside the box. So that's what that was all about, just, once I get popular with this, bro, I ain't gonna stop.
Yeah, shit, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's one thing I wanted to ask you a question too, where do you feel how can I say, do you feel you kind of, I don't want to say stuck, making, for music for the bill, but we always talked about before, I really feel do you feel if you took the chance and branch your music out up north and more hip hop, oriented,
I feel I look at it depends on the situation. I said, I was born in New York. I moved down here when I was a year old.
Right.
So I had moved back up there for 2 grades, 7th, 8th grade, and 4th and 5th. So I only stayed there 4 years my whole life. So I had started pre-K down here, but I got homies that I went to middle school with. They made music, and them niggas ain't getting on no faster than me.
Exactly.
It just depends on the situation, how you just like carry yourself. I feel like I said, niggas in the Ville was who to me was consistent. Like man, times might used to be cool with niggas going. Met you in the borough, we in the crib. We in the crib. 2K and shit. We in the crib with like 20 niggas. Yeah. I could have been a listening party right there.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's like niggas, it's like man, when niggas in the Ville had time to really shine, like niggas wasn't thinking about music, like probably was thinking about other things. So I feel like I got niggas like I got a couple homies that make music, a lot of people that make music, dudes that do clothes. I know people that move to California to do models and stuff like that. It's like it's just like man, sometimes man, like Hope said, wherever you are, no matter where you go, it's about the situation. Now if I get to a point where I'm just like lit enough to where like soon I post something I get like 2,000 views, 3,000 views off the rip, yeah, I got it, like I can move anywhere, you feel me? And just find that right manager, this and that. But I don't know if like a nigga stuck, cause I feel like nigga really got, like I got people that live in my whole family live in New York, you know what I'm saying? So I can go there anytime.
But see, that's what I'm saying though. Like I really feel like if you like, how could I say, if you went, like I didn't say went back home.
They'll probably appreciate it more part of it.
Exactly. Plus it's more roots, and you feel me, like more outlets for you, feel me? Like I definitely feel, especially at the DMV area, I really feel like you'll end up cleaning up because like they really enjoy and honor like real hip hop music. And to know that you do everything yourself, because really like I tell artists, I ain't gonna lie, like take Cole for example, just cause he's a person who do everything. I'm pretty sure he just go to Jay and be like, hey man, you know, I think about doing another album. Jay probably don't mind throwing him no bread, especially any amount of money, cause he know he probably not about to spend this anyway, cause he do everything himself. So to know that you like an artist that can do that, you got dope music, you got like a whole, you know, round shape, you feel me, of not just here, you know, one lane. Like I definitely feel like, you know, that's one thing could definitely, you know.
I definitely feel like like one of my homies, my nigga Henry, I feel like he just show you man what consistency gets you. I feel like we could never know. It's like we would never know what an artist from Fayetteville could do because I feel like it's only a boatload of us that really like stay consistent. Like my big homie Ronnie C from the North Side, from College Lakes, he's been working with Dre, Dr. Dre on Detox, all this stuff. He did so many dope things. Some situations didn't fall through, but it's a lot of artists that. They just was probably like other artists my age, close to my age. Consistency, I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if niggas would have like never got caught up in chasing hoes, you know what I'm saying? Got caught up in going to the club, you know what I'm saying? Being the king, goddamn this club in the Ville, going to kickbacks. I don't know where niggas would be at, they would just focus. So that's probably
But I'm saying, I mean, but I feel like the problem is we so used to like, not used to seeing everybody like focus and still live that life. We don't understand the balance. Cause I mean, when you go to like Atlanta, Florida, like any major like city that's got like, you know, something going on musically, entertainment, like them artists still waking up. They might wake up, they might go to sleep at 3.
They know how to use their clout, I'm saying to gain fans or exposure, like niggas in the city, like it's like the baby bro, like he was so consistent for like so many years, and even this time last year, 2018, he was only still charging like $1,000 for a feature after all the years of grinding. So it just go to show you like, at the end of the day, like he just show you like, bro, what somebody can make it in North Carolina, bro, he's just consistent. So it's like, I mean, I seen so many niggas that he had so many like, I had 2018, he was having them years times 2 for like 6 years straight. So it's just like, I feel like, man, niggas in the Ville got talent, but I feel like, man, even myself, like sometimes niggas don't, just because you got talent, you gotta work hard, you gotta deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't be steadfast and be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure even Buddy that's like recording the podcast, he probably seen so many people be cameraman 1 year and they stop. It's like you gotta be working at it, man, 5 years straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like school, like you can't get no college degree, you gotta go to school for 1 year. That's like, if you wanna pull a fine bitch or a fine chick, like you can't just try to go her DM, you gotta really be consistent. And I feel like that's just what it gotta be. You gotta just be consistent with whatever you're doing. And I feel like if you like, I'm happy you sell dope, whatever you do, like you gotta be consistent. You ain't got no have P's 1 year, you know what I'm saying, next year, after tax season, you ain't got no P's.
That's true.
You gotta be consistent.
What was the work for? What was all the grind for?
I feel like the city, bro, I just feel like so many artists that I know in the city, bro, I just feel like niggas is known like, it don't matter if you want to do 100 baby steps, just keep moving forward. Cause like so many niggas that be like, yeah, oh my God, I rap. Then next year they ain't rapping. Next year that man, goddamn, whoop, goddamn, this happened. It's about consistency. That's why I feel like the Ville, as far as the Ville itself, I don't know what niggas is capable of doing if niggas really did something for 3 years straight, 5 years straight at a high level. You know what I'm saying? Like even your podcast, like bro, you do this podcast, and then next episode you missing. It's like yo,
yes,
first episode.
That's why exactly. That's
so
why. That's what happened to me the first time. Like, my people we were doing it, but like it just won't. Like I ain't had the setup right. It was just me really just wanting to jump out there and just do the shit, but like it wasn't organized. It wasn't something that was me. You feel me? Like normally I try to kind of wait and like how could I say do everything right and then try to make sure everybody lay out the platform.
That's what I feel like. I definitely feel like if I went to another market, it's like you go to another market, you could be in the Ville or North Carolina, you could be like a big fish in a small pond. Exactly. You go somewhere else and be a small fish in the damn ocean. Exactly. So it's just like the shit that I know that people doing in the city now, it's smooth, but they went to somewhere else, like Atlanta, it might not be that loud enough for niggas to pay attention to you. Mm-hmm. So it's like at the same time, once you get to that level where you feel like you really like outgrew everything, you done did everything, it's like then you should goddamn move. But it's like you move somewhere right now, no matter where you move. I know people that moved to California years ago and they gonna probably get on. Well, it's like
I don't feel like you have to move. I feel like it's in the streaming campaign.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because when you do the streaming campaign, you find out your demographic. Yeah. And when you find out your demographic, you like, oh shit, boom, all right, well they got showcases over there. Yeah. Or something. Let me go holler at that's like now you said A&R, but maybe like a distribution. Somebody over there that can, help push the music out. DJs over that way. Like,
I feel like my next project, I feel like that way though. But I was like, even with Team Lights, it's not, even with Team Lights, it was like, when I put that out, I knew I was gonna get good reception from it though, but it was my first project like in 3-4 years, so it still was like, at the end of the day, it was just like me still starting to really make music again, even though I still made it, but that was the first time I put out a body of work.
But I mean, the way you did it, all right, so check it. First of all, even with your videos, your visuals, to rent the movie theater out downtown, I still said no artist, ain't no artist doing that. Yeah. Like that was the one way to like really put your visuals out and the interview, put that out and just pretty much like, yo, here it goes. It's like a whole movie to me. It's like a whole like it's come from like time and having like sometimes like you said, you could nothing wrong with retreating if you're gonna re-strategize. Like my time away, I was just thinking like, yo, when I got to come back and saying making music, I just gotta make sure I'm doing. It's gotta be special. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be something that somebody can remember for a long time. Like, okay, I remember I went to the goddamn movie, seen Buddy die, I'm saying premieres videos, like just wanted to do something different. Cause I already know like I don't really make music like just all my music not like club music. So I know I just can't do all my stuff sitting around the club, you feel me? So like I gotta find other outlets and other venues that showcase my talent. Hey, speaking of your visuals, like I do want to ask you this question. Like I know that you do this a lot, like, and I do appreciate you this too. Like I know that you don't have, and I don't like. Of course, I love all women. Yeah. They can be purple, but like I know you really focus on like the brown skin, dark skin shorties in the videos. Like I love that though, cause like it's not just the, everybody want the typical, light skin, but I see that you really be going, blowing them up and like that's a huge look.
My name.
But in the beginning, like, but in the very beginning, like, especially like the Proud Family, like Proud Family video was like really.
It's my people.
Yeah, you feel me? Like that video really, like my homeboy.
Shout her name, but dead.
My homeboy AC, like, he had seen that, I told him I was doing, doing the podcast, and he went and listened to me. He was like, hey, that Proud Family, he was like, that shit hard. I was like, yeah, I said, Brecker really like.
And I feel like, man, like. Even with, like I said, we appreciate that with the music. I feel like if I had another year just to mess with Team Lights and stuff, I feel like it would go even better. But I know like in this day and time of music, even putting the album out every year is still a long time. It moves fast. So it's just like niggas, it was people telling me to put out music. My birthday was in December. They were telling me to put out music back then, and I was just like, I had so much stuff going on. Like I knew like, bro, to put out music, you gotta have enough free time. Not like just like free time as far as your life, but just like what you putting out on Instagram, social media, you don't want to be saturating stuff, you feel me?
Well, that's why I say, all right, so check, this is why I tell artists, I feel like it's not as far as like, I know you got to have free time, but like I tell people, shit, when you go to, not saying you go to a restaurant, like it's idle time, but you just got to kind of like I ain't gonna stunt when I was writing music, I would remember the beat in my head. Like even if I had to listen to it one time and then just pause it, I'm gonna go ahead. It'll help because I got my K's. I already know how I'm going. You feel me? Yeah. I might just be working on them. I might be working or something, and then boom, something just come in my head. Like it's just
Man, like then with me, just like it be the pressure. Like Like I really like, I want my music to be like, I want my music to be classic. Every project I put out, I want it to be a classic. Like I don't want it just to be like, oh yeah, I was just putting some music out just for the. I want that to really be like, when it's all said and done, they be like, yo man, that nigga Dot, man, that nigga Nameless has some of the best projects in the city. You know what I'm saying? Or in the state, or in the East Coast. Like I want my junk to be like that. Like man, inshallah, I get on, man. I want it to be like, they look at my tapes and like, yo man, this nigga tapes go goddamn. These could be like these classic tapes, you feel me? Classic goddamn EPs and projects. So it's like I never want to rush to put nothing out, but I know like now it's like I just wait till I feel the vibe. You know what I'm saying, try to do it as organic as possible.
I do feel like, all right, so this is just a personal question I got, and hey, shout out to him, though. Hey, when can we get a project? I feel like y'all would be, cause when y'all did Style and Profile, like that shit was perfect.
Yeah.
Like I ain't even gonna stunt. That was to me, that's one of his best. Like he, to me, when he on the song, he felt comfortable as fuck on that song. Like
he did his thing like so crazy. He came my man, he came to College Lakes. He had recorded the verse and everything. Just, you know what I'm saying? He didn't even tell like niggas in the crew like they didn't even know he had came to the verse. I had to play for him. He had came through, man. Wasn't no ego. He just came through. You know what I'm saying? Cause he's supposed to have been on Not a Power though. My Not a Power mixtape. Like he supposed to have been on that mixtape. He just was doing so much running around, goddamn, doing shit. He wasn't really in a like rapping mode. He wasn't even trying to rap again. So, but he was supposed to be on Not a Power, to be honest though. So it was just like it all came full circle. And I always knew like, I'm the type of person like, bro, it don't matter what it is, when it's like beef, anything, bro, I'm gonna stand on my own too. I could call a nigga like, yo, man, pull up. I'm just gonna go out by myself. I ain't gonna be the type of nigga like, I'm gonna stand on my own too. So when I make my music, I always knew like, buddy gonna rock with me, I'm saying that's my homie, bro. Like,
that's true.
But I just always knew like, bro, you got in life, bro, you gotta always stand on your own too, no matter what you do. Niggas will respect you, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, man, I'm saying basically, I mean, I'm the type of person like, bro, I be wanting to see niggas excel, so I want my nigga Henry at the level now. It's like he really like a couple moves away from being where he want to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to do the same thing. So then when we do it, it be like if he got the organic on flight. I'm saying he got to come down. I got to go up. I got to come down. I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I ain't even gonna stunt like at this moment. Like as far as like home team.
Yeah.
I feel like it wouldn't.
It
wouldn't be like that. Like you feel me? Because I feel like even though y'all on two different paths.
Yeah, 2 different paths.
Like right now for the city, like it would, because there's nobody doing no collabs really like that. On top of that, like it's just, I don't know, how can I say?
Yeah, that'd be dope. I'm gonna holler at him about it though. I'm gonna holler at him about it. Like I said, man, like I said, consistency, bro. Like if people saying that, and I just put out my first project in like 4 years, imagine when I put my second project. That's what I'm saying about being consistent. Be consistent, bro. It's like the work will speak for itself. You feel me? It's like, and it's just me just being a humble person. I feel like, man, my first project in so many years, like I don't be expecting the floodgates just to like open. I think it probably is open. I'm just like type of nigga like, you know what? I don't got no problem putting the work in. You feel me?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I just love making music. Like, you know what I'm saying, that's what I like to do. It's not nothing for no money. Like I don't make money from it, but it's not a hustle. I did my senior project on making beats. You know what I'm saying, in high school when everybody else was doing their senior project on like cutting hair, being a barber.
Yeah.
I was at Smith like, nigga, I'm gonna try to make music. It was what it was, and like all the principles they respected it. Like that's
You
what
just
you
be, you know, you be doing your thing. Like it's just all. How can I say? It just all be like all love, low key, because you. I ain't gonna say like you be. I don't want to say like you just be doing what you do, but like you just be like, all right, so fuck it. When I do this, like just take the Sailor Moon beat for example. The interlude, like my nigga, that shit was like.
Yeah, man.
That shit was magic.
And that's something I feel like, man, I wanna just do my next video to like start the 10 Lights 2 saga, but I'm like, dang, man, I know it's like that Sail to the Moon song, man. I'm like, damn, bro, I do want to do a video to it, so I might just still try to go ahead and do one.
I feel like you still should, like it's summertime, that shit would like really be, and then like, I don't know, you get like some
But I be knowing like say like Money Back Yo, man, it's like when I got on tune, I was like probably already 2 mixtapes late or mixtape late, so it's like I probably got on tune with the Yo Gotti mixtape he did, but it's like I still went back and listened to his old stuff, the stuff before this, so I feel like sometimes you gotta like kind of keep that gas going just to get a new fan. They'll go check out your tape before it.
You got to.
Not just because instead of just sometimes you get caught up in just trying to push that one tape. It's like, bro, it's gonna take off regardless, or sometimes the song gonna take off regardless. So just like, man, I just like, damn, put out 10 Lights 2, and a little kid gonna know, like, if it's a part 2, gotta be part 1. So let me goddamn go check out part 1.
Exactly.
And then just hopefully, like, all the marketing things and errors I made on the first one, I can goddamn, boom, get right on the second one. That's why I'm kind of like just keeping the same vibe and the same theme. Goddamn, I'm saying. Yeah, man. I don't know.
Obviously, with me, I ain't gonna start. All right, so check it. This is why I want to ask you too, like, kind of going back to Proud Family. Like, what was your inspiration to write that song? Like, even, you feel me? Like, even from the samples, like, you know, like.
I was like, man, that's out the 10 tracks. I had made 7 of the beats. I didn't make the beat for Proud Family, so when I had got the beat, I had it's like, you know, like, man, just being a kid from the 90s, like, it's, you know what I'm saying, Proud Family TV show.
Yeah.
I reference a lot of 90s things in my song. Even though I don't know if that was the 90s or the 2000s, I don't know, but just being around that time, so, you feel me, just referencing things. And I just felt like the vibe was just a vibe, man, because I never made a song like that, like, as far as, like, kind of, like, relationship oriented, as far as I'm saying, seeing stuff on a bigger picture. And I remember I had ran into one of my older homies. They was like, yeah, man, move the shit fire, goddamn, redo the verses if you want. And they was like, you can be more detailed. Like, man, I don't want to be, because if I be too, like, detailed, try to be too lyrical, extra lyrical, it might take the vibe away.
Yeah, it is,
You know what I'm saying? Like, there go. Like, bro, niggas might be like, bro, I ain't feeling that song no more, bro.
Yeah, like, I mean, because sometimes, like, you know, especially like right now, the way the listeners is, you can't really be like too, because like, I think, shit, I even think if J. Cole would have did like Middle Child a little too lyrical, he probably would have got lost in it.
And I look back at all the greats, man, like even like Biggie Smalls, Ready to Die Out, he singing on there, nobody to somebody. So it's like, bro, it's like you still could have fun certain ways. And I look at like even Jay-Z, he got songs where he was just goddamn saying relaxing. Even he got songs where he joking around about killing himself. Like he got. It's like, bro, I realize sometimes, even Kendrick Lamar, I'm saying, this dick ain't for free. Like, he got songs where it's just like, you just gotta find, like, sometimes you ain't gotta be extra serious the whole time. You can find a way to be creative, I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
Lyricism is the only way to be creative, even though I feel like I'm a lyricist, though, but.
I mean, because you is a lyricist. I mean, like, alright, so you just gotta really, like, alright, so, like, Wicked and Wakanda, like, that lyrical.
That was the last song I did for that song and the song Bad Guy. That was the last song I did for my project, to be honest.
See, Bad Guy is dope. I think Bad Guy is really dope as fuck. And I Want You, I Need You. See, them songs, like, them tracks is like, you hear them.
I made the second verse to Want You. I had made the beat to that. That's the Mary J. Blige and I think Isaac Hayes sample. So I had chopped it up. And I really got the sample from Carmega, the nigga used to be down with Nas and Firm. So I really got it from his song. You know what I'm saying? I had sampled 2 songs he had made during that time, but one of them I didn't put on the tape though. I might put on 10 Lights 2. But I've been trying to like stay away from goddamn samples as much as I can, at least until like maybe the intro, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't I want to be able like to get all my publishing, you know what I'm saying, get all my stuff once money start coming in. Man, because I know they're gonna probably rip 10 Lights apart. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but we just, like I always say, they may not. They just, by the time they do, it's enough money to be like,
not to sweat it. So definitely. Like I said, the intro, that was the last song I made. Cause I had been made the outro like that summer. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to put a chorus to it, but like the chorus couldn't vibe to it, so I said I need something soulful coming in, soulful coming out. Set the theme to it, to set the vibe and the energy.
Like if you could put some features like on your like when you take like you had a budget right now, like
I would work with like North Carolina artists, like I'm saying, of course the Baby, you know what I'm saying, Stunner for Vegas, I think Black Zach, you know what I'm saying, niggas like that. From
so see that niggas don't Black Zach really dope.
I think it's like that because I feel like at this point in my life where like when you making music, man, you can do features for talent, or you can do features for both, you can do features because niggas gonna bring exposure. It's like at the same time, so just like at me, I feel like you want to be looked at as a big dog. You gotta kind of put yourself around big dogs. At the end of the day, so just like that's how I look at it. So I would do a feature with no. I feel like it make more sense. It's like give you more sense of pride. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I do a song with somebody else, from somewhere else, it's gonna still be hot. But it's like niggas is gonna rock with it hard if y'all all NC artists. It's gonna make sense to like even like club promoters, you know what I'm saying, to HBCUs, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I would always do like NC artists first.
Like, Alright, so check it, like, you think the game fucked up, or you think it's like in a good place?
Yeah, I feel like the game in a good place, because I feel like, man, it's always got to be a balance though, man. Even when it was like niggas like Blue from got the 2 Lot Crew, was still niggas like Pop, you know what I'm saying? It's always been like niggas that make serious music, niggas that just make music, have fun. They just how it's always gonna be. Some niggas that go to work because they trying to promote it. Some niggas go to work to pay their bills. Like it's always gonna be 2 sides to the spectrum. You can't. I don't never. I feel like, bro, if every nigga was like me, then I wouldn't be special. So I'd be happy niggas be on some different ways.
I mean, I always feel like you ain't gonna have the same because everybody not willing to take the time to learn this, that. Or I don't want to say learn, but they might not have the capacity to learn that shit too as well. Like,
cause like what I learned in making music is just that you can't really judge a nigga off the music he make, cause like you got niggas like Nelly, he made, they say more like pop music, but he do a lot for his community. You got niggas that make lyrical music that don't do nothing for the community though, or they just really they fucking on the same hoes as the nigga that make trap music.
Yeah, that's very true though. Yeah,
they addicted to the same drugs. You know what I'm saying? So
it just like, sounds good to them because they
sound good. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, is they really like feel that they really like living what they rapping about? So that's why like I don't know, like me personally, bro, just I'm type of nigga like, bro, like I used to go off the person, man, because I feel like the music is just art. If a nigga paint different, that mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like how you paint. I don't really judge niggas how they paint. It's like I judge niggas off the person they is as a person. When I be around them, I vibe off their energy and their vibrations.
I mean, alright, so check it. Not even saying that off the vibrations. So if you had to walk into the studio right now today, who would you be like, hey, this who I'm calling, this who I need, like, on a single, like, this who I'm with, like, this is what we gonna do. Like, what would you feel like? Like, so that's why any artist? Yeah, any artist. Like, it depends on pressure, man. If I'm under pressure, like, to make, like, the most, like, this is it, like labels like that, you got to get, we're gonna pay for this single, we're gonna pay for the distribution, and we got everything for you. We just need you to go in the lab and just make that. You feel me? But we needed to be with a feature to see, you know, because they know what you got by yourself. You feel me? But we need to see what you can do with somebody else. I'm saying if it's like I'm gonna go like any R&B, I'm gonna go with new style R&B. I'm gonna go with like The Weeknd. Like I already know because I feel like he don't even do features with niggas like that. So I feel like besides him doing features with Nav, like I don't really him doing features with rappers. Exactly. So I feel like it would be special. You know what I'm saying? That would be something special. I feel like that people never really heard, especially with an upcoming artist. So see, I'll say The Weeknd. See, for you to say The Weeknd, I ain't gonna say it throw me to the left, but I can't say I'm surprised that coming from you because like that's one of my favorite. I can't say I don't know if I say that's a singer. That's favorite singers, like one of my favorite singers, like especially new generation singers that use like Travis, that use like crazy plugins, like use plugins and stuff. Like he one of my favorite singers though. That shit he sing about just be like it be more than just I love this girl. I want to be like it be stuff that really like I be like damn I really felt that. Nigga said like stuff he be saying be sound like something a rapper say. So that's why I like The Weeknd though. Yeah, I would go with The Weeknd. Yeah. It's not oversaturated. I feel like if I do a feature with him, it would stick out. Like somebody searched The Weeknd on YouTube, like he don't have that many features, so it's like my jump won't be right there. Like the nobody name is like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody else, I feel like I don't even want to do a feature with somebody that got a feature price. Like if I got a choice, cause like bro, it's like anybody can hit you up, you would do the feature. Yeah, so like The Weeknd, like I know nobody's gonna get a feature from him, cause he's not even on that type of wave. All right, man. So one last question, man. We just need to know. Who Namialus listen to whenever he ain't listening to himself? I listen really to everybody, man. I try to learn from everybody though, even if it's just like they confidence. Like my favorite artist is like my favorite rapper is like Jay-Z. That's my favorite rapper. Jay-Z. My favorite singer probably right now, probably The Weeknd. Even though like he's not like the classic type singer. I mean, you still ride The Weeknd. That's that thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's like my favorite. So. And as far as like the new generation, like I'll say like Kendrick Lamar, of course J. Cole, say like Kendrick Lamar, I think he's one of the best as far as like how he put his album together. Right. How he like any nigga I feel like go for originality. Cause some niggas is gonna be weird, like I'm gonna be weird, that's like but they like he go for like originality and it just sound like Kendrick Lamar. And I just appreciate that though. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like he got one of them his past success, like been real humble. Like he ain't never really owned his own label. Like he just got signed, and like you know what I'm saying, he made something out of nothing really. So I'll rock with Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole,
Jay-Z, of course I listen to Gunna, Lil Baby, all them boys, all niggas from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, niggas from Memphis, Yo Gotti, you know what I'm saying, Moneybagg Yo, of course, Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, all of them, saying YG, listen to Texas niggas, Sauce Walker, them boys sometimes,
Yeah, they dope.
you know what I'm saying, of course, The Baby, Charlotte, see New York rappers, what rappers I listen to New York, I listen to Jay Pritch, I listen to goddamn, name was Flicky Games, what's name, New York. There's a lot of music though, man.
And
I listen to a lot.
that's what I'm saying. So that's what see that keep yourself well around.
Yeah, because like sometimes like man, you might need that person, you know what I'm saying, help you enjoy energy when you're doing something. I listen to everybody, man.
But tell people where they can find you, where they can find your music and everything.
It's your boy name is Validity, man. You can find me on Instagram at s.music though, SDOTMUSICTAO, and you can find me at Apple Music, you know what I'm saying, on projects, Team Lights. My name is Validity. Check it out, man.
Hey, this your boy Luke Jones, you know, Big Glow, this Glow Plug TV, you gonna see many more. Definitely you gonna see him plenty more. Go check him out, make sure you download him, follow him, everything. It's all love, y'all be good, be blessed.
And the flames stay scorching. Just wanna say you awesome. Just wanna see you blossom. Used to look at me when you hit your peak. Now we barely speak. Know your man, know our history. So naturally it's jealousy. You telling me you done love with me? Nah, fuck that. Went crazy on that cash act. Like baby, you can have that. Add that to the fact that I knew you since way back. On this road of life, we going crazy on the racetrack. We got a pass, girl, you can erase that. Tell buddy fall back. We smack with the back. Got a Kel tat, no.